Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Strife's Talking Points. Today, of course, as all days, I was bored, so I started looking at the news. And one of my most favorite sites to peruse is CNN. CNN is just completely obsessed with everything Trump-related. There are just so much Trump probe, letters, all this stuff. Everything is related to Trump except for there was a breaking news. Luke Perry died today. I've been watching Riverdale. I find the weird teen shows interesting, and I just can't stop myself. Guilty pleasure, whatever you want to call it. He passed away. Also, I believe last night there was a massive tornado right here through there in Alabama, northern Florida, I believe. But as I perused through the news, I got down here into the opinion section. I was like, oh, look, Trump's emergency actually makes it harder to build a wall. Klobuchar's humor lifts her. Just kind of read through these. And while I was going through let's call her Amy K. While I was looking at Amy's thing here, I kind of got into reading it and then noticed this video, which I'm going to play for you now. It's on CNN.
Likely to see is this president kind of live tweeting this entire campaign, watching all of the debates, injecting himself a lot. And I think in part of that is going to give Democratic voters interesting information about who can and can't stand up to the scrutiny and the attacks and the trolling. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. For example, the New York Times today has reported an anecdote about Senator Amy Klobuchar involving her eating a salad with a hair comb and requiring a staffer to clean it.
Now keep in mind, the title of this is Amy Klobuchar's funny speech gives her a lift. Well, that's not very funny. Eating salad with the comb and then having the guy clean it. That sounds kind of weird.
Think about the nicknames that might spawn. And all of these people are going to have some kind of cute nickname from the president, some kind of thing he's trying to do to undermine them, seeing if they're able.
Now, GOP aides Trump's plan for 2020 Dems is to cause chaos. Now, I can't think of anything more chaotic than what the Democratic Party's doing right now. But that's just me, and that's from what I've seen with everything from Kamala to Cory Booker to Warren.
Able to overcome it and fight back in a way Elizabeth Warren has not been able to with regards to the Native American heritage story.
Elizabeth Warren has no Native American heritage. That's why she's not able to fight back. She's 0.0000 none ever percentage of Native American. Elizabeth Warren took a racial take on what it was to be a Native American and decided she was because cheekbones and her grandparents didn't like her father. That's it. That's Native American heritage for her. So no, she can't fight back because even the tribes have called her out and she's had to acquiesce to their demands and just shut up about it.
I think is going to be something Democratic voters will be looking at. Can you stand up to the nickname?
And let me just get our viewers up to speed a bit, and I'll come to you, Jamal, which is what in the story, the New York Times reports that a staffer forgot to bring her the plastic fork with the salad. She ate it with the comb because she didn't have any other instrument. And then she berated him and told him to clean the comb. But here's the larger point in this New York Times story. What happened next was typical. Ms. Klobuchar berated her aide instantly for the slip-up. What happened after that was not. She pulled a comb from her bag and began eating the salad with it, according to 4 people familiar with the...
It's a little weird to me. But, hey, if you're going to eat salad, I would have probably just used my hands rather than something that's been in my hair. But that's just me.
So then she handed the comb over to her staff member with the directive, clean it. There has been these stories dogging her in the press that she admits, she says she's a tough boss. She demands a lot of her staffers, but she also demands a lot of herself.
No, I don't see anything wrong with that. The comb thing is just kind of weird, but whatever.
It's a lot from the country. Is this something that could actually hurt her with voters, do you think?
I don't think voters really care that much. I mean, unless in some way
I'll agree with that.
It shows up in a way that it impacts them, somebody they care about, or something that's really bad. We find some old photo that we all care about. Other than
there it is. If they can dig up an old photo of you, if they can find or preface an old photo, the Democrats fall apart. Because as you go further left, you have to be outraged by any misbehaving at any point in time in the history of the universe.
And that how staff are treated is not how voters choose a president.
Well, I think what you're...
No, that's just, no. It's meaningless. Oh, it's going to come on. It's going to catch me.
Bring it in.
All right, let's pause there. What they were referring to, and it's not even in there. This was a small square video on the side here I had to enlarge.
Few articles written that you may be a difficult person to work for. Reflecting on
This
your
is the
own
funny
leadership management
speech.
style in your past interactions with your staff, is there an aspect of your
listen
leadership
here.
or communication style that you would like to improve upon moving forward?
Okay, thanks for that question. First of all, you have to know I love my staff. A number of them from the campaign are here right now. I've had the same people have worked for me for years. My chief of staff has worked for me for 6 years. My state director.
Now, immediately you can flip this around and say this is I'm not racist because ethnic people work for me. This is saying I'm not evil because people work for me. It doesn't translate. However, working for someone who's demanding is generally just fine because those are jobs that are more fun rather than just being sit around and do absolutely nothing.
Director for 7 years, my campaign manager for 14 years. So you need to know that that's my management. The other thing about me is that I've had a long career of managing people, going back to the private
weird
sector.
hand gestures.
Since you're business management. I was in the private sector for 14 years. I managed teams there, was a partner at 2 law firms, then moved to the public sector where I managed the biggest public law firm, the county attorney's office in Minnesota. There I managed hundreds of lawyers, hundreds of prosecutors, not an easy task.
So basically this is a person who has been in management, upper management for decades. She ordered a salad. Staffer didn't have the salad fork, so she ate it with a comb and then told the guy to clean it. Apparently she didn't attack him, stab him, burn him, fire him, or chastise him by screaming at him. And that is a story on CNN, and whatever is supposed to be funny about
They
this.
did tremendous work. We had very low turnover, and we got incredible results. I then are very high. I've asked the big point for me is I want the country to meet high expectations because we don't have that.
All right. Nothing she said was funny. I feel this article is just wanting you to think it's funny and to say it's giving her a lift. I'm pretty sure this is a non-story, a non-issue that should never have been written about on CNN. However, they've got me clicking on it, probably a few hundred other people, if not a few thousand. And yeah, this is what front page opinion news is a story which they don't relate to and actually anywhere except for a short video, and it's completely meaningless because the video is not funny. It's not entertaining. It's just she's the demanding boss and people still like her. That will be the whole video. So thank you. Please leave your comments below. Who do you think is stand out right now in the Democratic Party? Even though I don't see her anymore, I still would like for Tulsi to get more play rather than the current Kamala, Corey, Klobuchar, and Bernie, which I guess I kind of like Bernie, but I'm not sure how socialist I want the country to be overall. Anyway, thank you for your time and hope you have a great day.